Welcome back to the MLS Review Show. Columbus looked to make waves in the East, but first, will DC's disappointment be KC's coup? With pole position on the Eastern Conference, Kansas City could secure first place with a win in their final game. Peter Vermes' side had not been stellar on the road, so an away victory to end the season was key to secure home field advantage. DC was ruining missed opportunities as their playoff hopes ended earlier this week. Drained emotionally and physically, Ben Olsen's side would need a lot of heart to bring one final home win to their fans. Those fans would be cheering Golden Boot leader Dwayne De Rosario as he looked to add to his goal total. Caleb Williams and Jake Yadrich were at RFK Stadium when the Eastern foes met.
You're live from RFK Stadium at Sporting Kansas City against DC United in the final regular season game in Major League Soccer. Floats the ball in, and Bravo just skews the ball over the bar. Dangerous position. Quaranta, good ball played in towards the edge. Here's Dwayne De Rosario trying to cheeky lob. Just onto the roof of the net.
There's only a handful of guys in the league that would really try that shot, and Dwayne De Rosario, obviously one of them. You see, he just takes that nice little half kick, tries to go far post and almost catches Jimmy Nielsen. Really almost hung him out to drive it.
Here's De Rosario. Ball played through. This will be King inside the area. Superb save from Jimmy Nielsen. Coming up with the goods once again.
Jimmy Nielsen pretty much all the way out of the top of his box, cutting off any opportunity.
King towards the edge, and Quaranta forces the save from Nielsen, and De Rosario is denied by Jimmy Nielsen.
A great job from DC United sticking with it, and Santino Quaranta with a great shot that just drops down. Some spin on it. Jimmy Nielsen really can't bring it in, and De Rosario right there to try to clean it up. Only has one other choice to try to pop it over the top.
Quaranta. Naha. And to lose. Punched away by Nielsen. Ball was swerving inside the air. Nielsen had to watch it all the way. Zusi. Good ball played in. And Kamara with a header off the post. Omar Bravo still alive. Ball still inside the air. And the effort is turned in. It's Matt Beasler.
Kai Kamara sends that one off the far post. And the ball kind of just gets caught on the ground in between 4 or 5 players. All trying to get their feet on it. But look at Matt Beasler, the defender. Credit to just sticking that with his left foot, turning, falling away, and sending it far post. A great show of ability from your all-star defender.
Deleuze. Good ball played in. Here's Naha across the face of goal, and DC United have hit the crossbar. And surely that is that. There we have it. The final whistle has gone at RFK Stadium. And ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the conference champions, the Eastern Conference champions, Sporting Kansas City.
Chicago ended the season at home against Columbus. The Fire may have just missed out on the playoffs, but Frank Klopas and his side had a lot to be proud of after their dismal start. Could Chicago go out on a high? Standing in their way, the Crew were out to jump to 2 in the East. The return of Eddie Gavin, coupled with the goal scoring of Andres Mendoza, had Columbus rebounding from a tough September. Dan Kelly and Evan Whitfield were at Toyota Park for the clash.
Going all season, Evan, through the good and bad, Chicago Fire supporters. This is Mendoza. Left foots it into the box. Comes back to Emmanuel Ekpo. From distance, Johnson diving to make the stop. Big rebound. Mendoza trying. Rising up in the middle was Chad Marshall. Diaco's second try. Is blocked towards goal. Dominic Oduro gets on the end of it.
Pablo Pardo, we talked about how important he is. Lofts a nice ball into the box, and Ani Baba gets his head on that ball. The rookie defender from North Carolina.
Ball a little late to come to Chavez. Now Oduro, he's in. Hesmer out to make the save on Dominic Oduro. Leaping into the attack there was Jaleel Anibaba. He's got a sniff of one. Now the header. Make
Anibaba
it 2-0.
again. Look at him, looks up, he sees exactly what he wants to do. That's a great left-footed ball. And Anibaba just enough over the outstretched hands of Hesmer.
header off of Mendoza. Corner here for Columbus late in the half. Bent in. Mendoza was there, dropping down in the volley. Hammered off the post. Marco Papa in his roll. Takes it back from Gonzalo Segares. Chavez, Segares, Papa just faded wide. A pretty passing play. Eddie Gavin. The bicycle, it's a beautiful one. Renteria back of the goal.
Eddie Gavin, so important for the Crew, and this is a really nice finish by Renteria. Not a lot that Gibbs can do there, but kudos for the effort. Renteria, acrobatic finish.
Seen some bodies dropping, cards given, fouls called. Is Columbus trying to level this match? The rebound, and it is 2-2.
It's a good ball in by Cunningham, but terrible clearance by Ani Baba. He's done so well in the first half, made a mess of things there. You can see him, Gibbs, pull his shirt up in frustration. This is a really poor clearance. You've got to get your foot on that ball and get it way out into the stands or something. Had all the time in the world, and Duca gifted one.
Oduro on the fire, trying to recapture the lead. Dominic into the box, fires, rebound, back of the goal. Diego does it again.
But it's this guy, our MVP Oduro, so much speed, does everything right, far post, and that's what happens. Rebounds are given up. Chavez has a nose for the goal. He's always there, falling it in. Great finish.
Dominic Oduro holds up a little bit. Pumping bodies there with that bow. And Dominic is taking the worst of it. And it's a yellow. And the red does come out. Finally, the watch says the story. Stoppage time is over. The Chicago Fire finish off the regular season strongly. They get the 3-2 victory.
Coming up, Salt Lake take on the Timbers. Catch up on all the relevant soccer stories around the world each weekday morning with The Kickoff, compiled by fan favorite Simon Board. Whether it's a story about the latest European superstar linked to an MLS team, a controversial quote from a head coach, or a game preview with an interesting slant, you'll find it in The Kickoff. With as many as 20 links within the article, you can learn all you need to in the world of soccer with just one stop each morning. Welcome back. Can Chris Wondolowski come back in the Golden Boot race? But first, Portland travels to Rio Tinto. The Timbers saw their playoff hopes disappear midweek, but the expansion side was still out to end their season right. Kenny Cooper and Jack Jewsbury were ready to lead their team to one more victory. A win for RSL could clinch the third spot overall. In addition to bypassing the play-in game, third place had a good shot at getting a Champions League berth. After nearly winning it all earlier this year, the Claret and Cobalt would love another shot at the regional tournament. John Strong and Robbie Earle were on hand when the teams took the field at Rio Tinto Stadium.
If we can get 44 points at the end of our first campaign, that's a great start. And we know we're just a little short of making the playoffs.
Romano is up. Yeah, gets a good punch. Palmer was blocked by Cooper, actually.
He needs to play well tonight to be in the coach's thoughts for next season.
Morales, Severio pulls it wide. It's Severio.
So he gets played in, turns onto his left foot. He's trying to aim for that far post, and Troy Perkins is stretching across his goal. Hits it early. That's the secret of a good strike.
Spidler for Severio. That's a great ball. He's onside, and he scored the opener for Real Salt Lake.
It's a really good run in behind. And then Severio has the presence of mind just to lift it away from Troy Perkins. Virtually the half-time whistle about to blow.
It's towards Lavelle Palmer, who made the run, trying to feed it, and appeals for handball given, and penalty kick, Portland Timbers.
The response from the first half has been excellent, and here's a handball. Knows exactly what he's doing. It's Chris Winger.
Into the crowd.
Well, they're having a go at the referee. 1 or 2 had a go at Jack Dewsbury. There's certainly some
Will Johnson there jumping in Dewsbury's face.
Gamesmanship going on there.
Good step by David Horst. So still 11 on 10 for the Timbers. Chana floats it, and off the outside of the netting from Al-Hassan. Wallace almost got that as a 1-2 to himself, and now here comes the danger. Eric Brunner sprinting backwards, the Spindler out. And for Saverio, Brunner off the post. Brunner thought Perkins was coming. Perkins thought Brunner had it. Shut off for Umoni. DK in from
Footy comes from absolutely nowhere to get his foot on the ball and steer it into the net. And that's character. That's about having belief and sticking together.
Referee blows for full time. And the Portland Timbers really have done something special tonight. They've come to one of the toughest places to play in MLS. A game where they knew they had nothing to play for as far as the playoff spot against the third best team in the league coming into the day, who desperately wanted to win.
Dallas had been unceremoniously bounced from CCL earlier this week. Schellas Hyndman used the last game to rest his team, putting out a side of reserves. Could the young team prove themselves to their coach? San Jose may have had little to play for, but the race for the Golden Boot added incentive for the Bay Area squad. In need of 2 goals, Chris Wondolowski was on a late-season tear as he looked to become the first player ever to win consecutive scoring titles. Jim Cosimer and John Schrader had the call from Buckshaw Stadium.
And we are underway with a 6th straight sellout for the San Jose Earthquakes. Diego Serna, a bunch of guys in this league who've had great years back-to-back. Dawkins, goal! He jumped on it and uncorked one. A brilliant strike for the Tottenham Hotspur. Nothing Chris Seitz could have done about this one. Boy, what a strike that was. I just opened up the gate here. Sure sends it in. That ball's dangerous. Goal number 2, Rafael Baca, his first in MLS.
Beitashour dekes Benitez, slides it through, and it takes a nice big hop, and Baca never gave up on it at the back post. But look at all the Earthquakes that are going. 1, 2, 3, 4 players, all running down different channels, and Baca was left at the back post.
Kari Stevenson on a run. He's got Wondolowski. It's Wando. Wando dangerous. Just missing the far post.
How about this? Is this the big final there? Biro doesn't score, and Kansas City reps up the East.
Little nudge. That's Beitashour down, and they point to the spot. There you have it.
Well, here's the thing that's so impressive about Wando's goal scoring is that he scores a bunch of goals and doesn't get the penalties, as we see Beitashour going down. Pretty easy call there.
This would be number 16 and tied for the goal-scoring lead with Dwayne De Rosario. It's in the net.
He struck this hard. Seitz guessed the right place. He struck it hard. Seitz just couldn't keep it, but he put it right on his hands.
From the angle we had it, it looked like Seitz was going to deny him. Chested the ball down. Stevenson. Oh, that is tricky. Wanda brought it down. Boom! Slides through. Goal, San Jose. Or was he offside? It is a goal.
They're so worried about Wondo, so worried about knocking the ball off Wondo's boot right there, and Dawkins is in a perfect position to clean it up, and that's a brace for the young man, and that's 6 goals, and poor Chris Seitz.
Ball to the middle. That's a goal. FC Dallas off the corner.
And George John just happened to be the right guy in the right place.
And there were 2 quakes there. Bush was leaning one way, and then they had Cronin there on the doorstep. Dawkins and Morrow, there's some speed. The ball to the middle, and it's loose. Wondo hit the crossbar.
Talk about picking it up defensively. Wondo is right there, strikes it. It comes down well outside. Seitz paid the price for it. Got lucky, then came down hard. Looks like he got kicked in the hand. Maybe that's what happened.
He's off the corner. Jertson. Nice move. To the middle! Oh, what a save! Wondo was right there! What a play by Jertson to make this happen, though. Benitez strikes. Oh, Bush might have missed it coming through the wall.
It hits somebody in the wall. It deflects. They were cruising to a loss in front of 64,000 people the other night.
See if there's a little urgency here. It's a ball for Baca. Wondo! Seitz punches it away again. Nearing the end of 90 minutes. And a chance, and that's a goal.
Luna's a kid who's been with this team since he was a teenager, just turned 20, and they've felt like there's a lot of promise there. Hasn't had as much playing time.
Stands over the ball. Strikes it over the top, and that could very well do it. There you have it. This season is over, but a thrilling finish. Chris Wondolowski gets 1 on a night in which he needed 2.
Coming up on the MLS Review Show, Chivas and Seattle face off. MLSsoccer.com is home to the best original soccer content on the web. This includes regular weekly features like John Bolster's Monday postgame, kicking off each week, reviewing the events from the previous one. On Tuesday, the MLS Power Rankings come out, illustrating the current position of each team in the opinion of the editorial staff. Postcard from Europe features a Q&A with American playing abroad every Wednesday. Peer into the mind of MLS Soccer's Jonah Friedman every Thursday with The Throw-In. Finally, Fridays bring the Armchair Analyst, where Matthew Doyle breaks down a statistical or tactical trend in the world of MLS for the U.S. national team. All of this and much more, including all the breaking news and updates, every week on MLSsoccer.com.